Hey, you guys. It is Saturday and wash day for a lot of people. It's wash day for me quite often, but today I'm taking some time out to deep condition my hair because I took my braids out earlier this week and I didn't deep condition, which I suggest you, anytime you come out of braids, protective styles, etc., you need a deep condition. So I just wanted to go live. Deep conditioning. How you guys doing this Saturday? 3-day weekend for some of you guys. And here in Florida, it's kind of gloomy. It's been raining a lot, so it's pretty cloudy outside. So you guys hear me talk about conditioning a lot because it's the foundation of healthy hair. It's the foundation of any nice hairstyle, natural or not, relaxed or not, color or not. If conditioning replenishes what your hair loses over time, naturally or induced with heat or chemicals. So you're gonna lose moisture and protein if you don't do nothing to your hair. It's just going to happen. It's naturally happens slower than if you're getting chemicals or you're using heat. But your hair will lose its natural protein over time. Just happens. So you have to constantly put back what's lost. And so we do that with our Revive and our Care Masks. They're sold separately or together as the Repair Duo. And the Revive is for strength. It's going to give you strength, and it has a tad bit of moisture because you always have to have balance. But this is more strength if your hair is weak, if it's shedding, if it's mushy, if it's lifeless, if it's not behaving. It needs strength. It needs protein. And this is hydrolyzed wheat protein. If your hair is dry and brittle and hard, it may be strong, but it may be too strong. It needs to be softened up. So Care Mask is going to help replenish moisture. Moisture is going to make the hair more pliable. It's going to soften it up. And this is intense moisture, so you want to use this under heat. It can be used weekly if you feel like you need it, bi-weekly, every 3 weeks, or once a month. Revive you should not need every week unless your hair is damaged. And once you correct it and it becomes more, has more life, has more strength, then you can use it like at least once a month or every time you do chemicals. But if your hair is damaged, you can definitely use it every week. So those are the two, in my 30-something years of doing hair, these are the two things that I know that keeps hair at its best health. Remember, I ain't said nothing about no oils because that's not what strengthens hair, okay? So hair is made of protein. It needs to be, if protein is lacking, it needs to be replaced. Hair is not made of moisture. Moisture just helps the hair soften so it's more pliable. But the hair is made of protein. So don't tell me you're allergic to protein or your hair is protein sensitive. You're just not balancing it out, but you do need it, okay? So I had my workout today. I just got out the shower and I need some TLC. So I'm actually getting ready to wash dishes and cook lunch. And I'm going to condition my hair, multitask with the cordless conditioning cap. So I feel like my hair needs a little bit of both. So there's a little bit of shed, just a little bit. So I'm going to start with the Revive. And I'm going to layer it on. You can mix it in a bowl. When I'm in the salon, I mix it. But I'm going to layer it on about a nickel size for my hair. A little bit over a nickel. And I'm going to emulsify it. Let's back up. My hair is towel dry. Towel dry. It's damp, but it's not soaking wet. Do not condition your hair when it's soaking wet. Please don't. You're wasting your time, money, and product. Because that's not what's going to keep moisture in the hair. I've seen the videos on YouTube. Not true. Not true. Please don't wrap the ends of your hair up in a plastic bag thinking you're doing a treatment. That's not a treatment. And don't sleep in it. So the reason why I'm putting a minimal amount on is because I'm going to layer on the care mask on top. So this is for strengthening my hair to stop the little bit of shedding I see. And you won't know really how much your hair is shedding until you shampoo it. Should we comb or brush the hair prior to the treatment? Well, I didn't have any conditioner in my hair, so it's kind of hard to comb it with no conditioner in, because I just did a balance wash in the shower. Okay, but now that I have some product on, I'm just going to work it through for even distribution. So don't put your conditioner on like this. Don't do that. You need to put it in your hands, because you're going to use too much product. Put your product in your hand and emulsify it. See how much product emulsified in my hands? This helps soften it. And it heats it up in my hands so that I can get better absorption. If you're just scooping stuff out it's not gel. You can do that with gel, but not with conditioner. Okay, so this is the Revive. Working it through. Like I said, with my hair damp and me running my fingers through it, I saw a little bit of shedding, which I haven't had it deep conditioned since before the braid, so it was time. Okay, and this is going to allow the conditioner to help move into the hair. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. Now, I'm going to follow with the care mask. So that was the Revive. It doesn't look like a lot is on my hair because it's absorbing into the hair. But it's in there. Now I'm going to take, I just opened this jar and I believe in using everything. I'm going to take that little bit and about that much care mask. I'm not going to stick this in my head just like this. So if you have a lot of shedding, you definitely need to use the Revive. If you can, I don't know how often you shampoo, once a week, every 2 weeks. If you shampoo every 2 weeks, you need to use it at least like 3 to 4 times. And then you can just switch to the balance, to the care mask. But if it's shedding, the Revive is going to help strengthen it. Hey, Joanne. So, saying don't put your conditioner on just like this. See, it's all just in one spot. It would take you're going to use way too much product. So take your conditioner, like I said earlier, emulsify it. And actually, I'm going to, because my hair is short, I can do this. I'm going to pat some of it on all over. I'm going to teach you a trick somebody taught me when I was training as a stylist. Okay? So now my hands look clean. There's still product on it. I can feel it. But I just wanted to get some even distribution. Now I'm going to go back and re-emulsify my hands. And guess what? More conditioner, right? So now I can go in here and start to work this conditioner through my hair. By emulsifying it, I'm helping the product break down a little bit so my hair can absorb it. If I just scoop it out the jar and scoop it onto my head, I'm going to overuse product. The product's going to be too thick and not emulsified enough. Yeah, the heat is going to help with the absorption, but I'm going to make sure there's still a little bit of product there. I'm going to make sure I am working it in and using all of my product. Okay, so you can see the care mask is on there. And just by brushing it through, this is helping to get even distribution and work this product through my hair. And then I'm going to put the cap on. And I'm going to get back to my daily routine. And this is going to allow me, I've already put the cap in the microwave. A minute to 2 minutes, depends on how much heat you can stand. I put it on for 2 minutes. It's still warm. It's sitting right here. And by the time the cap cools completely down, so what happens with the cap is heat. So it helps to, heat helps open your cuticle so that you can get better absorption of the conditioner. And then as the temperature underneath the cap cools off naturally. Thank you, Tori. Glad you like it. As the heat underneath the cap cools down, then the cuticle naturally starts to close. And so when you go to rinse your hair out, the conditioner out, you won't be rinsing out conditioner. You want to use like tepid to cool water. Because if you use warm water, you reopen the cuticle and you'll lose some conditioner. So, plastic cap. Just because I want to keep my conditioning cap clean. And it's still warm. And so it tends to stay warm for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And then if you want to take it off after it cools off, you can. And like I said, rinse on a low temperature so that you don't rinse all the conditioner out of your hair. You don't need to sleep in conditioner because your hair has an absorption rate. So once it absorbs so much that you're just sleeping in conditioner, nothing's magical going to happen overnight. It's going to feel extra soft. In actuality, if you sleep in conditioner, just a tiny bit of shedding. See, that's why it was time for a treatment, conditioning treatment. In actuality, sometimes sleeping in conditioner and over softening your hair makes it weak. So if you don't sleep in moisturizers, because they can make your hair weak, and then you need protein. So if your hair is too soft, it starts to shed. Hey, Tempest. If it's too hard, it gets dry and brittle. So that's why healthy hair is balance. Your treatments, you want to balance, constantly balance your hair. All right. So, what did I want to reiterate? Yeah, I wanted to reiterate while this is on my head. This is our turban towel microfiber. It's much more better than having a cotton towel because it doesn't one, snag your hair, and this it helps your hair dry fast, but it doesn't dry your hair out like a cotton towel. And as well as a cotton towel, depends on how long you could snag hair with it. Okay, but I want to talk about, because I've seen a few videos going around social media about putting conditioner on hair that's soaking wet, and somehow the message they're trying to convey is that they're trapping moisture, they're trapping water into the hair. If you put your conditioner on while your hair is soaking wet, you're gonna lose your conditioner. It's gonna, because that water has to come off. Newsflash, you cannot trap water in the hair. That water is going to drip off, and your conditioner is going to drip off with it. So you're not going to get the best absorption of the conditioner. If you want the maximum benefit of the conditioner or any leave-in product, Silkout serum, Replenish. If I put Replenish on soaking wet hair, half of my Replenish is going to drip off onto my towel. If I put Silkout serum onto soaking wet hair, half of my Silkout serum is going to, go down the drain, be on the towel. And then it's going to seem like the product's not working. You want to towel dry your hair after you've, cleansed it wrap it up in a towel and blot. You don't need to aggravate it because you're aggravating the cuticle, but you want to blot all the moisture out. You can just gently squeeze it, blot all the moisture out, section it. If you have a lot of hair, break it down. You don't have to comb it because you don't have conditioner in it, so it can be tough to comb. Separate it and then work each section. Like my hair is short, I can put conditioner over the whole thing, go back and work it through. If your hair is longer, you want to get it under control. That means section. So whether you get 4, 6, or 8 sections, then you can condition each section as you go. One last point I wanted to share. God, what was it? It was another point I wanted to share about conditioning the hair. But yeah, that soak and wet method I see going around. There's always a new method being introduced. Sounds good scientifically. You're wasting your product and wasting your money. And so it will appear like your product isn't working. I used to have an assistant who used to put on my leave-ins. When I'm doing a silk press, I layer in replenish, and Silkout serum. And I noticed in the beginning, before I realized what she was doing, I just assumed she knew to towel dry the hair. She wasn't. She was putting it on at the shampoo bowl before she lifted them up to towel dry. And I just wasn't feeling what I normally feel when I do it. So once I caught on to what she was doing, I explained to her why we needed to do it, and the results were completely different. So how do I heat this up? I heat this up in the microwave. For about a minute and a half, no more than 2 minutes. When my hair was really short, I do 2 minutes. I didn't have enough hair, so that was a little warm on my scalp. But today I actually did 2 minutes, but it actually sat here for about a minute or so before I put it on. But it's warm. There's like gel. You see these little hash marks? It's like, there's like a gel in there that heats up. And once it cools off, then naturally my hair cuticle is gonna shut down and close. And then I'm gonna rinse it with cool to tepid water and be around the house today. So I'll probably just use some Hydro Silk. You was heating the cap for 30 minutes? No, girl, that's too long. I'm surprised it lasted. No, about 2 minutes is all you need. And if you feel like you want a little bit more heat, you can heat it back up. So I'm gonna leave it on, I know, for about 15 minutes until it's cooled down. Until it's completely cooled down. So right now it's still warm. So when it's completely cooled down, which would be about 15 minutes to 10 minutes, my hair would have absorbed enough of the conditioner. It can only take so much. So if you're trying to sleep in the conditioner, your hair is like a sponge. So if you're keep putting stuff on top in the sponge, like just adding water to the sponge, it's not gonna go anywhere. What happens to the sponge? It just rolls off. You're just wasting water. 2, you know what happens when the sponge it gets weak from all the water. It gets mushy. So I have on Revive and Care Mask. I have more Care Mask than Revive. So when you go back and watch this, hopefully Instagram will let us capture this weekend. Last week it deleted it. But I have about a nickel size of Revive. I emulsified and put on first, and then about 2/4 sizes of the Care Mask. So Care Mask is mostly moisture with a little bit of keratin protein, not a straightening treatment. I keep seeing people post that keratin is a straightener. It's not. Your hair, skin, and nails are made of keratin. So we're just replenishing what's naturally found in the hair. How do you use Vita Silk? This is what she's talking about. So Vita Silk, Tempest is a stylist. So we use Vita Silk with the taming treatment. But outside of the taming treatment, so what is Vita Silk? It's a nourishing oil serum. So it's non-greasy, but it gives your hair a lot of slip without making it greasy. A little bit goes a long way. So how do I use it? Outside of the treatment, which on the training, I talk about that. You can mix a couple drops in the treatment because it just adds a little more viscosity to the taming treatment, and you're nourishing your hair with vitamins A, D, and E. And so this, when I'm not doing a treatment, I'm doing a silk press. I'll mix this with my Silkout serum. This is like my secret Silkout recipe. So I'll towel dry after conditioning. I use a little replenish to do a light detangle. And I'll mix Silkout serum and about a pump or two of Vita silk and spread that through the hair, brush it through evenly, and then do my blow dry. And it's something else. It's another layer of silk on there. And like I said, it's not greasy, but it actually, any more weak areas in the hair, even though you've conditioned, hair can still be at a little deficit. So it helps to plumpen any of those weak areas in the hair. And then I have, you can use it as a finishing serum too. It's lightweight. It's not as thick as the polish, but it's very lightweight. And I know some stylists that use it before they style their short hair clients to break a mold, or it's just all preference. But I personally use it when the hair is damp and mix it with the Silkout serum, and it gives it a lot of slip without making it greasy. So that's when I use Vita Silk. Okay, so I think that was it. So I'm gonna go deep condition. This is my day. I still shampoo about 2 days a week. Do I omit the leave-in conditioner if I want? Nope. You can mix it together. You can mix it together. Mix it together. My combo when I'm doing a silk press are the Silkout serum, these three. These three. Leave-in. That's like my ultimate silk press. It offers a lot, especially if someone's hair is really dry and I've done a deep conditioning, but I still need to layer it on, layer the products on. You're welcome. I'm trying to be consistent. My team is like, we need you to go live more. And I'm trying to be consistent. So even though like I'm not really going anywhere, I'm not like a get dressed up kind of makeup person every day. When I'm like working, yeah. But I work from home a lot. So this is it. I actually have on a bra right now because I'm live. Yes, Silkout serum is my favorite, because that's what I did when I worked in the salon with silk press. This takes your silk press to another level, another level. It's like my secret outside of the conditioning, but that was that's a must have because it's a thermal protector. So, but today I'm no silk press. I'm just going to do some Hydra Silk and probably some replenish and chill out today. 3-day weekend. I'm stooped as I can't do anything. Somebody stole my bank card, so I'm stuck. I can't function until next week. What's up, Tempest? So this is forcing me to kind of rest and get some work done online. What's your question? It's still warm under here. And while I wait for Tempest's question, we have a Labor Day sale. Do I have white hair flake white after the taming treatment? This has happened twice. It shouldn't. I've never had that happen. What, after you blow dry or after you finish the whole treatment? What's our Labor Day sale? Let me think. I'm in a brain fog. Is this when you're blow drying the treatment in? But unless you're not rinsing something out, I've never had any flakes with the taming treatment. What is the Labor Day sale? Oh, it's a BOGO sale. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. It's buy two, get one free. Entire website. Buy 2, get 1 free. Code BOGO. Blow dryer. You can comb. You can sit on the comb. Are you doing the treatment? Yes. Yes. That includes the flat iron, the blowout brush, everything. We have way too much product right now, which is fine, but sometimes it's just too much. When you blow dry, are you blow drying the treatment in? Because you may see that when you blow dry the treatment in, but when you're doing the final blow dry to do the silk press, you shouldn't see it. That means it's not rinsed out. You got the brush? Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. How you like the brush? New Meek J. I must be using too much. Yeah, you are using way too much treatment. If you are having flakes. So you didn't answer my question. I was trying to see, is this when you're blow drying the treatment in, if you're doing a maximum technique, or is it when you're doing the finishing styling? Because I'm thinking it's when you're doing the blow dry in technique. You may get a little residue because it's a creamy product. But once you rinse it out, you should rinse it really, really, really well and then care mask, and then you should be good. Great, great. Glad you love it. And child, this cap will have your whole, I'm sweating now. Wait a minute. Whew. My body is still heated up from working out this morning. And yeah, so this crop is great. Like if you don't have a hooded dryer or you need to move around, like I have a dryer, but I'm not finna sit under it right now. I'm finna go in the kitchen and do some things. But just making sure I squeeze myself in, because I can be like, oh, I don't have time to condition today. I just need to take a quick shower and wash and go. You said, okay, I didn't know I was supposed to blow dry treatment in after applying. No, you don't have to, Tempest. It's one of the techniques. It's an optional technique. But you should be rinsing it out. So if you're doing the basic technique, you apply the treatment, you let it sit, then rinse it out. So there should be no residue. You're either using way too much product, or you're not rinsing out well. You should be rinsing for about 5 or 6 minutes or so. But that sounds like way too much product. Because on average, you're using about an ounce, ounce and a half to 2 ounces max. There's been rare occasions that I've used 3 or 4, but about an ounce, ounce and a half to 2. So that's way too much treatment. And the reason why you see the flakes, because the hair has absorbed everything. There's nowhere else for it to go. So when you put the heat on it, that's where you see the flakes. So try to, try to use a little less treatment. I don't know if you've seen the video where I actually did a treatment with the blow drying method, and I show the application. It's inside the group. I'll try to find you and tag you in it. It'll show you how sparingly we put the product on, because the treatment it's so concentrated, and it spreads well. I'm going for a blank again. The molecular weight is very, very light. So when it's like putting a drop of water on a paper towel. When it hits, it spreads. So you don't need to load the hair up with it. Oh, so finer hair texture, you're using too much treatment. That's what it is. The finer hair, you can get away with about an ounce of treatment. All right, so the BOGO sale for customers, Silkout system, is buy 2, get 1 free. Code is BOGO. For the pro stylist, if you're a stylist and you've been looking to get started, go to Silkout Pro, and you can actually take the certification for free. It's on the website. Just find the certification link and make time. We always have 3-day weekends as stylists, but make some time to watch the video, about an hour long, and it's going to help you understand the system and the treatments, how to offer them. And then for the pro, our holiday sale this weekend, Labor Day sale, is with the 8-ounce taming kit. You'll get an 8-ounce Silkout trio which is not available on the website. It only comes in 32-ounce back bar on the website for pros. But this weekend, if you buy an 8-ounce taming kit, you'll get an 8-ounce Silkout Trio. That's a balance wash, balance conditioner, 8-ounce, and a 2-ounce serum. And you'll have the 8-ounce taming kit. So you'll have a nice way to get started and get your hands wet with the system before you move on to one of the bigger packages. You'll be able to do a couple clients. The 8-ounce kit, you'll probably be able to do about, depends on how much hair, 6 to 10 clients, maybe even 12. And then you'll have the maintenance products to use on them after, or for your silk press. So you'll be able to get your feet wet. Yeah, Tempest, I bet it's the fine hair. They don't need that much product because their hair is not as porous and dense. So it can't absorb all that product. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share. I just wanted to touch base on this conditioning. It's don't neglect to condition your hair. Just even if you don't have chemicals. I have color, but I know with the braids and that fiber dries the hair out, as well as working out, the sweating, the everyday. You want to make sure we minimize the shedding. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So when I after my shampoo, of course my hair felt dry, and I get questions like, why does my hair feel dry after shampoo? I wanted to feel silky after shampoo. Well, our balance wash is gentle, but when you wash your hair, the whole purpose is to get it clean so that you know what the hair needs. If you're using a shampoo that is like oversaturated with silicones and oils, you're not really gonna know what's the true condition of your hair. So if your hair is dry after shampooing, it's because it's dry. It's because it is dry. And so that's gonna let you know what type of conditioner you need to know. If you're shampooing your hair with something that's not cleansing it properly, then you're not gonna be able to feel, is it weak? Is it dry? What I need to do, the shampoo is gonna mask that. So when you feel that squeakiness or it feels a little dry, it's because the hair is dry. That's like taking a shower. You don't want to take a shower with something that's not gonna get off the impurities off your skin. So yeah, after you shower, it may feel a little parched or tight. That means the skin is dry. It doesn't mean that the shampoo is drying the skin out. Now you need to, follow up with the product moisturizer to correct your skin, or maybe something from internal that's causing your skin to be dry like that. All right, so that's my deep conditioning. I'm gonna save this so you guys can watch the replay, but the core of our brand is conditioning. I don't care about the style, the trends, or what's going on. It's the conditioning that helps keep everything together. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. All right. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take advantage of the BOGO sale, because this will probably be our last sale till Black Friday. We launched our subscription. If you haven't been on the website, our consumable items like shampoos and styling products, you can now get a subscription so you don't run out, you don't forget. And with all subscription services, you get 10 to 15% off depending on the item, and as well as free shipping on all subscriptions. So that's a new added value that we just added in September. So hopefully you guys find that beneficial. All right, take care and enjoy your Saturday.